Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Phil Crax. This is the Phil Crax Show. I just started my own monologue. I've been thinking about changing my name a little. How about P to the Ill Cracks, or P to the Hill Cracks, or Trip to the Ill Cracks, or P to the Hill Power. P to the Hill Power, or P to the Ill Power. Yeah, I'm P to the Hill Power Cracks, or it's P to the Hill Cracks. Name, or the talk show host, formerly known as Phil Crax. They invite me a symbol. Here's the first guest, Cincy the Cat. So, Cincy, what do you like best about being on the show? Give up? You like being on the show because I'm paying you more than the other guests. Get it? Pay you more than the other guests. Got anything else to say, Cincy? Didn't know you were going to be on the episode. You be the envy of Lassie, the envy of Flipper, the envy of my brother the car, envy of Mr. Ed, I guess. Yes, you are a good cat. Don't know why. Didn't know you were going to be on the show. You want to be my agent? Be my agent. Anyway, we've been doing the Phil Crax Survey. Since here, we had to go down to survey people. So we asked them, are you tired of 6'7"? And according to Cincy, 6 people said yes, 7 people said no. And now, it's time. See, P to the Hill Crax. Yeah, this would be the P to the Hill Crax Survey, huh? Well, just call me Phil Crax, not P to the Hill Crax. Anyway, I've been asking some people who are fans of celebrities to talk about their fandom. Couldn't find any P to the Hill Crax fans yet. I mean, no Phil Crax fans yet. We found Tyler Scuffle. He's a big fan of Jim Carrey. Let's see what he has to say. Here's Tyler Scuffle talking about his fandom of Jim Carrey.
You know, I've always been the biggest fan of Jim Carrey ever since I first saw him on that great sitcom, The Duck Factory. I loved that show and knew he was going somewhere. Then it was canceled and I cried for 3 months. Then I learned Jim Carrey was co-starring in Once Bitten and I was the happiest person I could be. It was weird that I was the only one in the theater all 4 times I went. Then I was impatiently waiting for the next Jim Carrey movie. They didn't have the internet back then and the video guides didn't note Jim Carrey for any of his supporting roles. But then I saw In Living Color and I decided, oh, he'll be a great fly girl. Just kidding. And was overjoyed to see him in something new. And then Ace Ventura came out and I was even happier. For the next 10 years, I think everyone should see the cable guy, yes man, Carrey is the king. And he's the ultimate Carrey over Drew Carrey too.
Very brilliant. Didn't know he was in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Wow. Anyway, now it's time for the sports report. And for the sports report, here is Smax Smarx to tell us the sports report. Well, Phil Crax, or P to the Hill Cracks, whatever. I went to the tennis game with the tennis mats. I was very surprised. It was sold out. Did they mistake tennis for baseball or something? I mean, why would a tennis mats be sold out? Doesn't make sense. They must have mistaken it for baseball. Only excuse for it being sold out. Oh, and that's the match. That's the sports report. And now, we got news reports. We've hired Al from AI. Get Al from AI. Just spell it. But Al from AI is running us some news reports that we will report on the P to the Hill Crax show. So first, our refrigerator fell in time before lava Rome, Canada block. In other news, a man used his fist and a woman used her feet, and then tires, roadkill, tires, butt. We gotta do some of these. Somebody fire Al from AI. Since he used the Al from AI, tell me he's fired. We don't want his bull crap anymore. Yeah, I'm still Phil Crax. And now, here is Tyler Scuffle again to tell us the weather report. That's right, Al from AI, his report sounds phony, but Tyler, he's not AI. He can give us a very real weather report. Welcome back, Tyler.
The weather's cold, very cold. Legs frozen. I want to go outside and ice skate, but it's too cold to go out. Maybe I'll go out and ice skate when it's summer.
Very good. We wanted Smax Smarx to do the next segment, but he decided to go home crying like a baby. But anyway, I guess it's going to be books written by the president and former president. Yeah. It's going to be the Joe Biden joke book by Donald Trump. The tagline is, Jokes by our last president by our current president. Of course, if I was to do a Joe Biden joke book, you know what I would call it? Give up. I call it the Joke Biden Joe book. Joe Biden Joe. Get it? I bet Al from AI couldn't do a book like that. I bet Mr. Knockwurst couldn't do a book like that. He has the worst knock-out jokes ever. Anyway, follow the Joe Biden joke book by Donald Trump. We have the Donald Trump joke book by Joe Biden. Seems like he's getting revenge, isn't he? And then we get the Barack Obama joke book by Donald Trump, and then the George W. Bush joke book by Barack Obama, and then we're going to get the Bill Clinton joke book by, you guessed it, George W. Bush, and then the George Bush joke book by Bill Clinton, and then, no more books. So George Bush is the one a joke book on Ronald Reagan. That's so weird. Wow. I had to read a sample from the Donald Trump joke book by Joe Biden. What did Donald Trump say when he fell into a pit full of snowflakes? Give up? Donald Trump said, why did it have to be flakes? Why did it have to be flakes? How about flakes? Yes, flakes. Like snowflakes. Well, I'm not done laughing, but here's more of the fire scuffle. He's going to tell us about something he never did.
I never got to go to WDW. That's right, Walt Disney World. All my friends did, but my family never took me, and I've never gone at all. All my friends went. All my cousins went. I never got to enjoy Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, or Peter Pan's Flight, or Dumbo the Flying Elephant. Never went on Splash Mountain. Never got to go see Muppet Vision 3D or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Never got to go in the Disney Hollywood Studios, was known as Disney MGM Studios. Never went to MGM Studios or Animal Kingdom on opening day. Never got to share a beer with Grumpy. I really want to go to Epcot and see all the other countries. I really want to go on It's a Small World and see all the countries. I want to have Mexican Coca-Cola. I saw the movies based on the Country Bear Jamboree and the Haunted Mansion, and I'm confused as heck. I hear there's a ton of great Star Wars and Pixar rides. Never got to go to Walt Disney World. Only been to Disneyland.
Very good, Tyler Civil. Now, it's time for the closing monologue. You still here, Cincy? You gonna do the weather report? Give up? No, you don't. Tyler Civil already did the weather report. But, closing monologue. Wait. You got anything to say? Right. Here it is. Closing joke bit thing. What do teachers say a lot? Give up? The teachers say, how come? Well, why didn't my students' dogs eat the homework that's already graded? Why the dogs don't only eat homework that's, well, they eat homework that's already graded? If it was graded, it doesn't matter. But if it's not graded and they eat it, then they can't grade it. Well, remember, this is the P to the Hill Crax show. You better yet. No, Phil Crax. No P to the Hill Crax or P to the Hill Crax or P to the Hill Power. No. You can call me Phil Crax from now on.